Good morning, guys. We're here in beautiful Los Angeles. It's March 15th, 2020. Cavoid 19 is in full effect. Things are popping off, but I'm going fishing. You guys know where this is? You guys know where it's at? It's a bit smelly at times, but I'm at the infamous poo pipe. You heard that correctly. The infamous poo pipe. You hear that in the background? Yeah, you guys know where I'm at. Alright guys, see you on the sand. Alright guys, just to let you know, I think we're coming into peak low tide. This right here is the infamous poo pipe. And as I zoom in here, you can see how the waves crash around it. You can see the buoys on the far end demarcating the center right here. This center right, oh man, I'll zoom out real quick. This center right there where my finger's pointing at, that's the poo pipe. It's not an actual poo pipe, it's an actual vent line for the Hyperion Center. They use it to vent hot water out that they use to cool off the plant, and they suck in cold water in to cool it off. There's been one guy who's been killed by this thing. He was diving out there, and there's an actual diver out there. I don't know if I could zoom into. I don't know if I could zoom in far enough, but there's an actual diver out there on a pink buoy. He has a pink buoy out there, and I mean, low tide, I wouldn't be out there myself. He's like right on top of it. The buoy's like right in the center of that wave mark. I don't know if it comes up on camera or not, but I'm zooming in. But yeah, this is the infamous poo pipe. I'm here with Ed. What's up? We're trying to make sure this guy doesn't end up dying because the surf is real rough out there. He probably knows what he's doing. I'm not sure. But me and John one time we caught bat rays on this side right here. We caught a bunch of bat rays one day. That's where I hit my like 80 pounder. This side right here, it gets real frothy at times, and you can see because like this vent line right here, it kind of like blocks water. The current on this side is a lot softer. Current on this side is a lot harder. The tide's going down. It's pretty flat right now. If you're wondering where this is at exactly, that's El Segundo right there. And then this is the southern end of Dockwiler, past the RV campsite, by the youth center and by the cafe. But yeah, this is where I'm fishing at. We haven't hit anything yet. It's been pretty good. It hasn't been raining, so it's been pretty good. Haven't seen a lot of bait in the water. A lot of troughs have been coming out, but it's been pretty slow. So we're gonna keep at it. Guys, I just wanted to show you something. Ed's fishing right there. See, he's fishing right there. There's a mean trough that goes right up along this all the way there. You see how it drops off? This trough right here is where you want to be fishing at. But unfortunately, this trough right here is already uncovered because of the low tide. But if you were to make a line from where he is, where Ed is, to where the top of high water mark is up there, okay? If you were to make a line, you're looking at about a 6-foot drop. An LC to get to this trough, right here, LC 110 will not work for you all that well. If it's a high water mark up here, okay, if it's a high water mark up here and you're fishing from up here, trying to get to this trough right here, I would do a 115. 115 is going to get you to 5 feet. You're going to be digging up, you're going to be casting out over here, and you're going to be digging into all this when the high water mark is all the way up here. The high water mark will probably be as deep as where Ed is at right now. His height right now. So these are the troughs that you want to try to look for. Obviously, at a high water mark, you're not going to see this trough. But as tide's going down like this, as the tide's going out, you'll be able to see them more. And you'll be able to see them more because of the way the waves are breaking. So if you guys were to fish this at high tide, okay, I would throw a 115 in this area right here, because it'll get me down into this trough where a bunch of fish will be sitting at. There should be another trough out there, a second trough out there. That's what we're trying to get to right now. But we still haven't hit anything. So, I mean, conditions are kind of okay. Rain is starting to fall all the way out there in Malibu. All the way out there in Malibu. There is rain coming in already. We're going to be rained out pretty soon, like the next hour maybe. So, we'll see what's up. Guys, check this out. The whole cavoid thing is real in effect. They are sanitizing the parking lots right here in El Segundo as overflow in case of hospitals. They overflow with people. They're gonna use these as quarantine zones. Right here, the parking lot right here, and also the RV at Dockwiler, the RV section at Dockwiler, all the way over there. They're gonna use it as a quarantine zone. They're actually using water and bleach to sanitize the whole area. I don't know if you guys could see that or not. Yeah, they're sanitizing. That's water and bleach, guys. They're gonna be bleaching out the whole asphalt area, the light posts and everything, and they're gonna be parking medical RVs and medical buses and stuff like that to quarantine people in case the hospitals overload. This is getting serious, guys. I don't know what to do. I'm fishing out here. I don't care that much, but stay safe, guys. So I just wanted to show you something real quick. Right here, right in front of us, there's a big hole. And it's going across right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a big hole right here. It's going right across. Now this trough right here, I've been fishing it. Nothing's really come out on it. I haven't seen anything swimming in it or anything. This hole right here should produce something pretty soon. As long as I keep, you know, at it with this hole right here. You can see it now. Pretty good right now. You can see how the water's pretty still. It's pretty clean water if you ask me, but you can see the hole. How it's just kind of like, you know, pretty deep. And if I were to look back this way, you can see how high the high tide watermark is at. So if you guys were to fish here at high tide, I would go with a Kaivo 110 to get into these deeper holes right here, or I would use a Lucky Craft 115 to be able to get into these holes right here. You'll be casting out, getting in behind this, and then going into these holes right here, and you're gonna be coming up these beaches. Coming up, a lot of fish like to sit in these holes right here. Halibut, perch, corbinas. They use these like highways to be able to get through. A lot of food gets filtered up in these holes and stuff. A lot of food gets, you know, churned up in these troughs right here, filtered in here, and then they feed in them. But I haven't seen anything swimming around. Hasn't been very productive today, but we're still at it. We're still out here. We're still at it. I'll come back to you guys later. I'm in my truck already. Ed already left. We skunked out today here at Dockwiler South End, over here by the Dockwiler Beach Youth Center, by the poop pipe. I saw a diver out there. If you guys dive, careful out there, guys. Some guys have died out there. I know one or two guys have died out there. One guy got sucked in all the way up to Hyperion, and he was pretty banged up, and he survived though because he was banging on the tank with his dive knife. So you guys gotta get careful out there diving on top of that vent line. Water's starting to come back up. I don't know if I want to keep fishing or not. I want to go home and keep preparing and stuff. So have a good time, guys. Tight lines.